where making the smart decision, where to make the pass and, when to pass it to the post or when to pass it to, make that backdoor pass, just things like that. And like I said, we've worked really closely together, and especially with our new offense, and I definitely feel a lot more comfortable and confident running the point guard spot.
Yeah, how different is this offense from what you guys were doing last year? What are some of the changes that people see?
It's just a lot more movement, not a lot of standing around. Everyone's moving. There's some ball screens, but there's also off the ball screens, just things like that. And I think our team feels a lot more confident running this offense this year than what we did last year.
Yeah, Amanda's going to be a big part of it in terms of getting her the ball in space. What have you seen from her in practice?
Oh yeah, Amanda is going to be a big part of the offense, and she's just grown as a complete player. She her foot movement's a lot better. Like, she's a lot quicker, and she definitely got a lot stronger from over the summer. Excuse me. And I just think she's going to have like a really good year for us all.
You have water?
Sorry. Okay, I'm good.
That's all right. So, what have you worked on?
I'm good.
Have you worked on individually? I know obviously three-point shot was something you wanted to be a little bit better with, finishing the basket, things like that. What things have you worked on?
Yeah, just my complete game, especially the three-point shot. Like I said, I didn't shoot the ball very well last year, and so but this year I feel a lot better. I feel a lot more confident shooting, and definitely my mid-range jumper is what I worked on as well. Not getting too far into the trees and things like that. My little floater and things like that. And I worked a lot with the coaches this summer about mainly just pulling up and working on that mid-range jumper and shooting the ball well.
How do you work that into your game? Is that hard in terms of figuring out when to pull up or when to keep driving? How do you know?
Yeah, that's another thing that Coach Morton's kind of looked at with me in film, is just knowing when to shoot that pull-up jumper, and if the defender comes out on me, and when to drive around them and shoot a little floater, and before they if they come out too far, and then if they stay back, then that's when I pull up and shoot.
Yeah. What has the pace of this offense been like? I know you're running with that 24-second shot clock.
Oh yeah, that's another big difference that is from last year, is that we push the ball a lot more, and we get it and go, and I think that'll be a big strength for us because we are quick, and I think if we can definitely get it and go and get easy points in transition, and not let the defense set up.
How hard is that? I know Coach Moore was saying that there have been some turnovers. Running that, you're going to have some ball, security issues. Right. How do you go fast but not too fast?
Yeah, that has been a little bit of a problem with just trying to get it and go, and either throwing it too soon and the defense can read your eyes and can get out in front and steal. But I think we can get it and go as long as our wings need to stay wide, and I think that's been a big thing that the coach has been talking about, is just staying wide and running all the way down to the baseline. If you don't get it, come back up. If the wings don't get it, come back up. We can do dribble handoffs, like things like that. But I think just having that 24-second shot clock, that's why we kind of turn the ball over a little more. We try to go a little too fast sometimes, but I think when game time comes, we'll be able to make the smart decision.
What have you seen with the point guard role behind you? Obviously, because Kamakai was supposed to be one of those people that might take up some of those minutes. Who have you seen emerge as someone who can take some point guard time if it's not?
Definitely Jess or Taishi will be able to get some reps at the point guard. They've been doing that in practice a little bit. If I'm out, or if I just come out for a minute or two, then they take the reps at the point guard. So I think they'll step in and play a little bit of the point guard this year.
What is the challenge going to be like with this non-conference schedule? Obviously, last year you guys won a lot of games. You came into the Big Ten, and it was a real shot.
Right.
Playing teams from the Big Ten, the ACC, Big 12. How is that going to prepare you, do you think?
I think it's going to prepare us. It's definitely beneficial to play those type of teams during non-conference. Like you said, last year our non-conference schedule wasn't very. It was pretty weak, to say the least. And so I think this year, adding the teams like West Virginia and things like that, and just being in those tournaments, those big tournaments that we're going to play in, like in Nashville, and then whenever we go to Orlando, I think that's really going to help whenever Big Ten season comes, because we do play those teams that are just as fast and just as strong and big time schools. So I think that'll really help whenever Big Ten season comes.